In today's video, it's finally happening. We're heading out back and we're showing you the entire back patio makeover. This is a labor of love that started last year, about 7-8 months ago, so it's taken a very long time. We are getting so close to completion. So be sure to stay tuned for part 2. That'll have the big finale that's coming next week. But today I'm going to share with you like our process and everything that we've done. And it's just really fun to see like the progress and the transformation that's happened. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. I hope it'll give you some inspiration of some ideas that you can do in your own home. All right, let's get to it. I thought we'd start by doing a little recap of kind of where we began with the yard. As you guys know, if you've been following along, we took off our old deck and we built Jason's sunroom, which kind of started the whole transformation for the backyard. It was quite the undertaking and just caused just a lot of work to happen out back. Our backyard was just a hot mess, and slowly but surely we've been transforming the entire space. And you'll see here before long that we'd end up taking down this old fence and adding in a new one and all the things. And I just love sharing this process because, one, it makes me so happy seeing Jason get out and work in the yard. And yes, this is over many months that we did all this. And just, you know, with Jason's early onset dementia, one thing that he's always willing to do is get on that tractor. And so any chance we can get to get him on that tractor, it just makes me so happy. And so this is just a little bit behind the scenes of like where we were putting in his shed and just preparing everything. And then here before long, we will get into how it all began with this fire pit area that we decided to build. Boy, oh boy, was it not what I was expecting. What started out as a little thing turned into something rather impressive. And now let me introduce you to the sponsor of today's video, Body Restore. All right, we know that it's that time of year where we need to come up with some fantastic gift ideas. We have a lot going on. We have Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations. There's just so many different things. And you guys know I love to share my gift ideas with you, and I have the perfect one. Body Restore shower steamers. This is like my new favorite thing. These amazing shower steamers can totally elevate your shower experience with this amazing aromatherapy. One of the things that I truly love about them is they are all natural. They are made with essential oils. Body Restore shower steamers are like the ultimate when it comes to just a soothing, calming shower experience. Look at this gorgeous collector's box. So beautiful, so many different scents you can pick from. One of the things that you're gonna love about Body Restore is if you're not 100% satisfied, you get a full refund, no questions asked. So personally, I love the jasmine. This has become my new like nighttime routine. Whenever I've had just like a long day, I really look forward to just heading into the shower, pop this down in there. One of the things you need to remember is don't put it like directly in the water stream. Keep it like a little bit out of it. It really helps release the scent. Helps me to feel like I'm having my own little spa night. Would make a great gift for a loved one, friends, family, and definitely provide some self-care for you. Relax, refresh, and emerge energized with the Body Restore shower steamers. Head to the link down in my description box and use my code ABODE20OFF for 20% off the collector's box. And a big thank you to Body Restore for sponsoring today's video. I kind of get the giggles watching this footage back. This all began, this part right here, in September of last year. And we're just gonna put a little circle of where we think we're gonna put a fire pit. And then Jason's like, oh, I can get on the tractor and I'm gonna just dig out. We're just gonna get it level. And then we started realizing that there's like a 2-foot drop in the yard because my whole backyard like slopes down. And boy, oh boy, did this turn into quite the project. But it kept Jason entertained, kept him motivated. Even when we couldn't get him to do anything else, this was something that he was willing to do. Like I said earlier, getting him on his tractor is something that just brings him joy, and I'm glad that he has that.
It's not one thing, it's another. I got a flat tire and it came off the rim.
Why don't you tell everyone what you're doing?
So we're digging out for a smokeless fire pit Our ground is incredibly hard. I started over here, and it's 90% rock. And you can see this little skid mark here. It was dragging me around.
I got that on video.
So as I got down here, I finally got it to break through and get some traction on the digger. That's a very technical term, digger.
Oh yeah.
And I'm halfway through. Mainly I'm just trying to break it up. I'm trying to set the dirt off to the side inside because I'll end up using it as fill. But now that I'm halfway around creating a footing, I can keep going, but I need to fix that tire now.
So our vision is it's just going to be just like some stone.
So yeah, it'll be ground level up there. It may not look like it, but there's a 2-foot drop, so this will end up having a 2-foot wall to make it all level, and then a fire pit in the middle.
And some Adirondack chairs around.
And some Adirondack chairs, and probably some of that lighting.
Yeah, we'll do some lighting or something. Yeah, cool.
So, you know, if it's not one thing, it's another. I'll have to
So stay tuned.
get the tire fixed and get back to digging.
As you can see here, it's not a lot of progress. It's nice and leveled out. We're gonna build like a retaining wall, and then that's gonna be stone. Little stairs that go up, fire pit in the middle, and then a little path to the thing. One of our friends from high school is just a super talented bricklayer, and he is so kind and came over and did all the brickwork. He worked so hard on this, and it really was encouraging to Jason, because even though Jason doesn't have, you know, the skills to lay the bricks out and stuff like that, he enjoyed getting out there and helping move the stone and of course drive his tractor. But we are so thankful for sweet friends who are always so willing to step up and help us complete a project like this. A lot of work was involved in making this, between building the retaining walls and then this part, the flagstone. We discovered that Jason was so good. He was our little puzzle master at figuring out how to put the puzzle pieces and get this to flow all together, and I was so proud of him. And every time I look at this, I will always think of him and how he just was like so into getting all those stones to fit together. And so now I'm getting it cleaned off because we're going to put I call it gator dust. I think it's like polymeric sand that you put in between, and it kind of helps lock it together. But this entire thing is solid. Every single flagstone was set in mortar, so this is not moving. But in the meantime, before I do that, I had went to the store and I got tons of plants for landscaping. I am ready to landscape this yard. And then Jason was like, we are not carrying all this around here. So of course he gets the tractor. But it was perfect, and we got them all around there, and it really made short work of this massive undertaking. Can we just pause and look at how cute Evie is? Like, stop. She's so cute. Now, one of the things is that we have a lot of rock, like Jason was talking about earlier, a lot of rock in this yard. So every single thing that we do, we have to get all these rocks out in order to even just get the ground like leveled off and ready to plant any type of plants, bushes, that type of thing. So it's very time consuming getting this yard in prep mode. It's just like, it was a lot of work. I think that, 80% of getting this yard to look better was just manual labor. And so I went around and I'm setting out the plants kind of how I think that I want them. To me, this is just something that I've just been envisioning, just having this whole area surrounded by knockout rose bushes and these adorable little boxwood bushes, and I think it's going to look great. So now we're adding the sand, and you just kind of sweep it into it, and I feel like it's kind of meticulous. I feel like this took us the majority of the day because I don't know, like I have some OCD tendencies, and so just getting it, you know, as perfect as we could was driving me crazy. And so we worked very hard on this part and ended up looking beautiful. And once you get done, you spray it down, and I was so excited. I couldn't wait to get the new Adirondack chairs on that Jason and I had built a couple weeks ago, which building 6 of those chairs was quite the ordeal. I mean, one, they were pretty easy to put together, but doing 6 of them, I was like, oh boy. But they were such a great deal. They are from Amazon. I'll list them down below. And of course, I've showed our fire pit over on Instagram and over here on YouTube. This is the Tiki Smokeless Fire Pit. It is amazing. I'll leave a link for it if it's something you're interested in. I highly recommend it. This area is really coming together. I can't wait to get it finished up. I'm so excited. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're liking everything. Be sure to come back next Sunday for part 2 so you can see the finale and see how everything is completed. And a big thank you to Body Restore for sponsoring today's video. We'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye-bye.